And they got a squad, Steve. You said they're the best team in the country. They're eye-opening on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Get after you on both sides of the ball. That's
Yep.
it. That's been football forever. Look, eye candy, high-end athletes in skill positions, that's different. It's elevated. But if you can push people around up front, you win football games. They do.
Yeah, both sides of the ball. I thought it was interesting. You could kind of tell Mario was kind of agitated with the situation with, as Coach Saban calls it, all the rat poison this week, and I was number one culprit. I watched the tape, and I was like, you guys are the best team in the country. And he's like, we got to get this game played. I've been on their ass all week in practice. Stop listening to it. You got a really tough football team coming in, and I thought, again, you're not going to question Florida's toughness. That team hangs around, and they go to the fourth quarter in a one-possession game again.
They got stopped on fourth down. You got if you're 4th and 3, you can't run a 2-yard route.
Yeah. So again, that's the players. That's not the coach.
I understand their quarterback. This is 2 weeks in a row. Lagway, came into the season like highly touted. There were questions about his health. We were just all hoping he was going to, hope he's healthy. He's had 2 really bad games. And they're going to be difficult because LSU's defense and Miami's defense are serious. But if you're that guy, then you've got to be better than this. Point blank, period.
It's pretty eye-opening when Herbie came out of the coaches' meetings with Napier. I think he said on the broadcast tonight, too. It was a 5th week of practice DJ Lagway's had. Like, that just shows you the rust and the non-time he's had with the team. And it's so unfortunate because, as Coach Saban said, this is the best roster Billy's had since he's had the job. And they can't take the next step. And, you're talking about these defenses. If there's one thing Texas has, they got another defense. So Florida goes into a bye, and that defense will travel to the swamp. You know that. So, again, they're up against it. He doesn't want – I thought Billy was great in the press conference earlier this week where he said, they say this, the sign of a broken man is when he starts making excuses, and I'm not doing that. That's not me. So they know what they have to do, and credit to Miami. That it's a tricky situation, with this idea of a 2-loss Florida team coming in and everybody expecting you to win and getting all the accolades. But, man, they are tough on the line of scrimmage. And they fly to the football.
Yeah, they
defense.
do.
Man.
It's a group. It's like Raptors, like in that first Jurassic Park when there's always multiple white hats flying to the football. Always. Swarming on defense. That's a hell of a month. You beat a good Notre Dame team to start it off. You play a good South Florida team, beat them easy. In the end, you win this going away, but it's a 6-point game into the fourth. Beck was not great. You point out the weather. I wasn't there. I think that's part of it, but I think a larger part of that is this Florida defense that's got, so much heart and fight. It's got to be just debilitating for them to just keep giving their guys chances and come off the field and turn them over and be like, all right, guys, just give us something. And they just can't. Yep. And eventually, you got to punt it back, and Miami goes on a lengthy drive and takes it from 13-7 to 20-7, and then that's, there's the late scores after Florida has to go for it. So, I don't know, man. It's a month in, Miami's really showed you that they're, I don't know, you've got them listed as the best team in America. I said the other night on the show, they're good, they're playoff good. And this year, that's all we really need. Just give me a seat at the table. I don't know who's great yet. We shouldn't know yet. It's the middle of September. But if they're a team that goes deep into a playoff, it would not shock anyone, right? Based just on what we've seen early on.
No, I thought Coach Saban said, too, he's like, we have all these undefeated teams, 3-0, 2-0, whatever you are. He's like, this is where I want to start seeing who could play defense.
There you go.
And Miami has proved that in every single game. The way they come at you. And, Florida's down 3 of their NFL guys on the defensive line, and, Gums and Banks were great last week when they played. They don't have them. And, you saw Florida. I mean, that's the other thing, that whistle play where Miami scores and then they have a chance to down the punt, but the kid's standing in the end zone, and then Florida takes advantage and gives you everything they have to get a touchdown on the board. And then, they have the ball down 6 to start the fourth quarter, and they couldn't do it.
Yep.
So kind of the, same old. But again, I want to give credit to these teams that are winning, because I think that's the most important.